What's up, guys? I'm Joey. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe. And today, I'm getting text messages, sorry. So right now I'm making breakfast. I'm just like boiling up three hard-boiled eggs before I go work out. And I have to work later. I also had to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I apologize in advance for looking like I'm crying the whole time. But I figured I'd take this time to make today's video. So basically, I'm just going to go through my, 4-year transformation. Kind of like 3 years. 3-year transformation, natural transformation, and just kind of everything I've been working on since I started working out in the first place. So yeah, figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about that while my eggs boil. So basically, I started working out, and I'm gonna pop up pictures. Pictures will pop up, while I'm talking and as I progress. But basically, I started working out when I was in like sophomore year, I want to say. That was when I actually kind of like got into it serious. But really, other than that, I was like, I don't even know what I was weighing. It wasn't a lot. It was like probably like low 150s if I was even pushing that. And yeah, I mean, I was like I'm short. I'm like 5'7". I've always been short. But I was a small kid, skinny kid. The only time I ever worked out was for football because they made us work out for football practice, and I never really thought anything of it. But I mean, after that, I kind of started getting into it a little bit. I kind of like started to enjoy it, and I enjoyed working out and being in the weight room at school. And eventually it just stuck. It just kind of stuck, and I was making progress. I was getting stronger, and I was a young high school kid, so my main focus was just getting strong all the time. So I was that guy who went in the gym and benched like almost every day for no reason. but but yeah, I mean, my bench went up. Everything else kind of sucked, but my bench went up. And that was really what I just focused on because, we use that to test in football and everything like that. So me and my friends, we would work out all the time in the weight room. That became like a everyday thing. I had a weightlifting class in school anyway, so it became a thing. And then basically, it got more serious all through high school. I started getting into a routine. I was, creating a split. I was actually getting bigger. I was increasing in size. I started doing competitive weightlifting for the school, which is, bench and clean and jerk. And I mean, I think I started that in sophomore year too, actually. Which it's towards the, not the end of the school year, but closer to the end of the school year than like football season would be. But yeah, so I started lifting in like competitively for the school, and that was another thing that really like drove me forward into it, was just being able to compete and being able to like actually do something with what I was doing in the gym, and kind of putting it to use. So that was fun, and that was like one of the other things aside from just wanting to work out and trying to be bigger than what I was and stronger than what I was. That was one of like the driving forces in me starting to work out. So yeah, so from there, I continued weightlifting all the way through senior year. I went to state senior year. I didn't place very high because of other reasons, but that's that. People are strong. There's a lot of strong people out there, and I was not one of them in states. So yeah, so basically that's where that happened. And then after that, I mean, I just stayed with it. I never actually got my first gym pass until I think senior year, either junior or senior year. I just always was working out in school, in the school weight room. My first ever gym pass was Planet Fitness, and I don't work out there anymore, needless to say. I actually work out at the Y now. You guys probably see that in the videos anyway. But, I actually work at the Y too anyway. So that's what led me into being a personal trainer, though, because, I love working out because of the progress that I make and the results that I can see, that I know I can see and I know I can drive myself into. And it really is a great feeling to be able to bring that on to somebody else. So, now I work at the Y. I'm a trainer at the Y. I'm a trainer outside of it. And, that's really the whole reason behind that, is just being able to like help people and give them the same satisfaction from fitness and, living a healthier lifestyle that I did. So that's that. But I mean, going back to like sophomore year, I was, like I said, like probably lower than 150 pounds. I was not very big. By the time I hit senior year, I was weighing probably around like 170. I was lifting in the 169 weight class, but by senior year I had to cut weight for every meet. So I definitely increased in weight. Right now I'm like 185 pounds. Like I'm like 185 plus right now, but that's whatever. I'm not trying to be super heavy. I wasn't trying to gain. I gained weight in the wrong way. That's like one of those things, like how people always say, if you could go back, what would you do different? I would not do what I did to gain weight, because I always wanted to be heavier because I was always skinny. And I ended up just kind of basically dirty bulking and just eating everything I could. I never cared about what I ate. And now it's biting me in the butt because, like you guys have seen when I have my shirt off in videos, I'm not the biggest and I'm not cut really, but it's a work in progress. And that's where diet comes into play, because now I have to watch things that I eat, and I try to keep my diet strict on the stricter side, but we all have our cheat meals every now and then. But yeah, so now I'm like 185 pounds, probably benching around like, I don't even know anymore. I'd say around like 315, which really isn't that crazy, but when I was in high school, starting in sophomore year, I was only benching like 180. So I'd say I made some progress. But now at least, now I don't work on bench as much as I did. So I actually split things up and I work on all of the important lifts, and I work on, everything, every other aspect of like fitness overall now that I actually know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at right now, and moving forward from here, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, keep trying to, advance from where I am. And I mean, I hit the gym, I go to the gym every single day, just about every single day. I take like one day off, depends on how the split goes, but I take one day off every so often pretty much, and it's working. I'm seeing the progress, I'm enjoying the progress, and it's just, it takes time. Like everything else, it takes time, but that's what makes it so enjoyable, because if I got there right away, I would probably end up being pretty bored with it. So yeah, I mean, that's like a little update, and a backstory, I guess. It wasn't that long. There really isn't a whole lot of storytelling to it. It's really just about, I started younger, I started sophomore year, and this is how it's been going since then. And the learning experience from all of this has been insane, like an insane amount of just knowledge about your body and knowing yourself, knowing your body, knowing what works for you, and knowing how to target all the muscles, knowing what exercises work, what muscles, and everything of the sort. Everything that just falls into that category is insane. It's an insane learning experience, and I definitely recommend it on anybody. I would 100% tell anybody to get themselves into something like this, into just being fit in general, because there's no bad that can come out of it. So yeah, I think my eggs are done boiling, so hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll probably do another one of these eventually. I don't know. I plan on, I'll be here for a while, trust me, so I'm not going anywhere. So I'm sure I'll do another one of these eventually. Comment down below if you want to see another one of these. And again, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.